I am Brian Kibler, and I am going to open this pack of Battle for Zendikar. Alright, due to fourth turn, this is actually a pretty reasonable card in sort of attrition-based matchups, which a lot of this format can come down to. Not really a card I'm looking to first pick, but it's okay. Blister Pod, it's okay in sort of the sacrifice-based decks, not really a great card I'm looking for. Anticipate's kind of an interesting card in this format because there's a lot of decks that have really high power level cards and a lot of filler and enablers, so it's actually better in this format than it is in a lot of others. Still not a card I'm looking to first pick. Not a card I'm looking to play at all. This is a format about big things for the most part, and this guy doesn't really fit. There's a lot of better 5-cost guys, not really a guy I'm looking for. This guy, similarly, pretty low impact for his cost. Snapping Gnarlid is one of the best cards in the aggressive decks, which generally aren't that great here, but this is a possible card to first pick. Evolving Wilds, actually, this is the only format that I've ever considered first picking Evolving Wilds. It's great with landfall creatures like the Gnarlid. It's great for color fixing with Converge. It's just generally a great card. This Sky Spawner, though, is probably the best common. It does a lot. It's both a early evasive threat as well as giving you an additional creature that can either chump block, pressure your opponent, or ramp you to additional big creatures. So this is, right now, definitely in the lead. Hedron Blade, I've seen people playing with this card. I've never had much success with it. I can imagine it being a strong card against very heavy Devoid strategies, but not a card that I'm looking to pick up early. Stonemaker is another good card in the aggressive landfall decks, but those are not really decks I'm looking for. Grip and Distillation, this is one of the best uncommons. This is just a really powerful effect. Not only is it a straight-up removal spell for anything for 6 mana, it can enable your processors, and it exiles a land as well. So you can keep your opponents off of their big spells. Ulamugs or Krunglemur, this is a pretty good card, but not really something I'm looking for early in the draft. This is Renewal. This is actually a lot better than it looks because of how it interacts both with landfall and with ramp strategies. So it's a pretty strong card, but I think the pretty clear first pick out of this pack, other than Eldrazi Scion, because this is obviously great, but so you can't take a token. I would take Grip and Desolation first. If this were not here, I would take Sky Spawner, and if that weren't there, I'd probably just take the Evolving Wilds.